Hey there, fans. On this week's episode of Beltway 95 Sports, is talk about the Ravens versus Steelers post-game recap on this episode of Beltway 95 Sports. Well, thank you, fans. Welcome back to another episode. The game just ended about a few minutes ago. So, like I said, it wasn't much of a game at all. RGIII put up a valiant fight. He actually got hurt later on in the game. I guess, with him, he's not taking any of the first team snaps. So, there's a lot of rust built on him. There was a few bright spots here and there early in the game. But it was, to be honest with you, I was never into the game at all. It doesn't feel good at all not to have any of your key starters on the field. It was like it had no energy at all. And I said, here's one of our little war things. It was like garbage time. This game was trash. It was just totally garbage. It didn't feel like a real game at all. The only bright spot about the game was Trace McSorley got in. He had a few good plays in the beginning. He did eventually get his first NFL touchdown. He threw a pass to Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown broke a tackle and scored in the end zone. So that was the only bright spot about it. I always wanted to see Trace McSorley, see what he would do in the actual live football game. So he held his own. He just recently got off the COVID-19 list. And to make it to be eligible for today's game, this game got moved around 3 times. And as a Ravens fan, beginning of the season, we all had hopes of repeating what we did last year and then actually carrying that into the playoffs and actually win the Super Bowl this year. We're 6-5. So with Cleveland ahead of us, now Pittsburgh pretty much got the division wrapped up. They're 11-0. They have 5 games left. They have Buffalo's 8-3 and Cleveland 8-3. So those only 2 formidable teams. It's a possibility they could go 16-0, but there'll always be a trap game somewhere in between that schedule. But with us, 5 games left, and I can't say we can't even compete against Cleveland right now. But hopefully, with Lamar and original starting lineup coming back, be eligible for the game next week. The game against the Dallas Cowboys was scheduled for Monday, but now they pushed it to a Tuesday game. So at least they give the Ravens one more day to complete that 10-day protocol for the COVID-19. And then if there are any more players that get on that list or contract COVID in between that. But there was one more player that contacted COVID as of yesterday. So I'm unfamiliar with who that was. If you guys know it, please leave it in the comment section. But I'm sure I'm not the only one. I didn't enjoy this game at all. I wouldn't say numb, but it comes to say that it's more about health. We enjoy the game. It takes our mind off our issues. But there are a lot of people hurting and struggling out there right now. And it just goes to show these are hard times for all of us, and for people that's out there that's struggling right now and need some real hope and unemployed and people that actually have COVID and sick right now. My heart goes out to you guys. And as far as sports is concerned, we, like I said again, we love this. It takes our mind off our issues, but sometimes life puts certain things in perspective. We had our hopes for the season. The season's technically not done yet. We can see what the Ravens can do in these next 5 games. I'm sure they will make the playoffs. But what are they going to do when they get into the playoffs? Now, what happened to the Ravens and what happened to the Tennessee Titans a few weeks ago, I believe we'll probably eventually hit the other teams in the league hard. Like I said, COVID is supposed to have its high peak here in Maryland in the next few days. As far as bed space, and then maybe the next week after that, we're going to see how this COVID situation happens to all of us, whether we have to get quarantined or again like we did earlier in the year or right after March, and see if we can actually have a full NFL season. But I didn't really enjoy the game today. It was garbage to me. But Trace McSorley was only bright spot. So, will you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. So, give me some of your thoughts and opinions. So, like I always say at the end of these episodes, I want you to wear your mask. Be safe out there. Take care of your family. And I'll catch you on the next episode of Beltway 95 Sports. Thank you.